Phew, RBS getting in there so quick, so fast. Hello, hello, RBS. Hope you're doing well. Give some of the guys some time to join in here. But for now, we chill. We look at some things. How's your evening? How are you feeling for the night's race? Hope you're feeling good because the sun is, yo. It's a curious cat. This one. The only place we are quick. Okay. Must see. Hopefully that AMG is fast in the straight lines, because you're gonna be competing with Supras, Skylines, and what else is fast? I think the Porsches are actually really fast. Yeah, well, decently fast. Yeah. I will see. Oh, on the chat, not the race. Well, hope you survive. Why is the sound gone? Oh my word! What? What's happening? Oh, you might be hearing echoing. That might be my speakers. Good evening, Stephen Berry. How you doing? What? I thought I muted the chat. Yeah, I mean my stream. I leave the stream open so that I can actually see the chat, because PlayStation does not hold the chat. It just chills in a flippin' archive somewhere. Here, you see. Hope you can hear me. Don't hear me well. The sound from the Supra. Yeah, I think it's fixed. I think it's all fixed. Nope, the Porsche still don't have sound. Very interesting. Maybe with the reset it will fix itself. We'll have to wait and see. The Honda NSX also with no sound. McLaren's sound and not sound. What the heck? Are you guys hearing this or not hearing this? Very interesting. Can you hear the scratching of the wheel, the stones against the car, the turbo blow off. RBS, how much out of 10? All of it. Yes, out of 10. RBS is currently running now. He's outlap. What is with this weird sound? Okay, well, maybe it's just the view. We'll see. Hollywood currently running a 48.0. GTRSA 1 tenth behind, so 48.1. The Porsche, a very solid lap time there. OJGDS, King of Monza, running a 5.10.6, just 6 tenths behind, 7 tenths behind the leader. A 48.6. Oh, Hollywood goes faster. Around 20 out of 10. Very nice. Or maybe that's 20 out of 24. 47.8 the time to beat right now. Where's the VSR guys? Where are the VSR guys? Kilara, oh, resetting the lobby. Yeah, the practice is, I was just about to say it's about to end, and then it ends. Good stuff. So Kilara is in it to win it. Definitely the Corvette and the Supras are going to be flying on the straights. So we'll see how that happens with battling. Second reset, third reset gonna happen. There we go. Crap! Let me get more water quickly before things go on here. Before I forget, my voice is gonna die. Okay. Qualifying is on. I think it should be. We're gonna go to track in a second. Let me just get my headphones on here. I need to hear the sounds so that I know what what I'm talking about. I need to see the sounds. Okay, so welcome everybody to Gran Turismo South Africa. This is round 4 of the Manufacturers Racing Series. Before we get started, shout out to all our sponsors: Rhino Utilities, Mayfair Gearbox, Right Recruitment, and GTSA, as always, Track Art, TGN Racing Simulators. I did some Mayfair, and yeah, to the viewers as well. If you enjoy this, if you enjoy my wonderful voice and commentary, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn your little bell on so that you know exactly when the stream goes up. Thanks, Steve. Great combo tonight from Stings. It was a fantastic combo. It was a really fantastic combo. Although you have a lovely voice, Sikuru. Malose, nice to have you back in chats, my guy. It's been a while. Hopefully you're doing well. We appreciate you being here. Missing you on GT. Hope to see you soon again, brother. And for now, so guys are starting their flying laps now. Gilara first one on the track, just taking the chicane. Sam comes and follows suit. Hollywood close behind, and Leviticus in 4th at the moment on track. GTSA in 5th. Oh, the timing of my changes is perfect. D-Man in 6th, Ruan in 7th. See, Crazy 8's Henny. Ruan goes for a little spin. Oh, and then the stuff goes all crazy. Steve on his outlap. Ruan spinning again. Oh my word. Get all the mistakes out now, Ruan. Please do not make mistakes in the race. Ghost Killer Pace just passing him by there. Probably still on his outlap. Glad to be here. Glad to have you. Don't forget to like the sponsor social media for sure, for sure. I should actually get the freaking template where I can put the links to the links to all of the sponsors here in the description. But that I'll have to do. I'll have to edit in afterwards. But I shall do that. Okay, Ruan is well underway now. The tires are, oh my word, 5.5 second penalty as I say that. And who else is behind? Stinginator way at the back. RB is close with everyone else. Steven, are you a sponsor? No, I'm the boss. Hi, Tunes from Vivian here. It's not Tunes speaking, it is Ravinity. Ravinity is your commentator for the Manufacturers Racing Series. And yeah, June Ali is the guy that we missed here. He's also at the back of the pack. But starting off, Gilara with a 147.7, a fly of a lap. Leverty is going even faster. 146. Hollywood in 3rd, 0.5 hundredths of a second behind Gilara. We've got GTRSA in 4th, 48.0. D-Man in 5th with a 48.3. Serious Sam in 9th. Is this Panorama? No, it's a bird. This is Patrick. We've got Crazy 8 Henny with a 149.1. Steve with a 149.4. Ruan with a 2:09. But he'll be setting another flying lap right now. Hopefully he doesn't bin it. RBS with a 2:02 also got invalidated lap. The Italian Bathurst. Pretty much, yes. That's pretty much it. Signator with a 2:10. So I think they went for an outlap on the mediums, going into the pits and coming out of the pits onto soft tires. What country is this? France. No, this is South Africa actually, but the track we are racing is in Italy. So here's a representative of that Italian nature, as well as where is our man with the Alfa Romeo? Alpha, where you at? Here we go, another representative on home soil, on home tarmac, to be fair. But yeah, guys still sitting their lap times. While we look at our designs here, Ruan doesn't look like he's had much practice because he's got another 1.5 second penalty. So his qualifying is in the sand, unfortunately. A very nice design here by Janali, rocking the Denso Motul Supra. As we go back to Ruan, he's going to be serving that penalty now. He's probably already Ruan, as per usual, doing the standard burning. Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Hopefully I said that right, but it's not something I would usually say. And RBS GT with the I think this is supposed to be like an Opel Calibra touring car replicant type of thing. Roadrunner evening, gents. Imagine getting a penalty during quali. That's something I usually do, and something Butters would usually do, but Butters has been busy. So, Fluffy Butt just getting out of the way on that pause menu there. Everyone changing tires. Looks like a lot of medium runners. I think the stat for tonight is round about 11 laps on the softs and then another 12 laps on the softs. Or you can switch that around. That seems to be the fastest strategy here at the moment. But if you can't manage your tires properly, or if you know your car is very terrible on tires, you could run I think it's an 8 lap on mediums and then 2 stints on softs. I think like 7 or something like that, something to that effect. But yeah, the one stopper is definitely the way to go here, because you don't lose that much time from the soft to the medium tires. But you're still holding that fastest lap time, and that is it for qualifying. False starts are engaged, so Lavitius will be starting on the front of the grid. Excellent lap time by him, considering he said that the Ferrari is slow in a straight line, so maybe he got a tow on the get-go. But let's see, hope everyone is doing well. We are doing well. Hope we are. Wilfred Robson, good evening to you, sir. 5 red lights and away we go. Looks like a good start by Fluffy. A couple of guys moving on the side there. But we're going to switch to third person view. OJ getting a fantastic start, already up into 4th. GTRSA not getting a good start, and turn 1 is the any shenanigans. Oh my word, ghosting was on. Armani isn't racing, yep. Oh, somebody's off, and that I think looks like Hollywood. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but he's gone all the way from the front to the back of the pack, so I don't know what happened there. Serious Sam and Stiganator going side by side into the next chicane, but is everyone else doing fine? Levitius and Gilara going way off. They've already taken a fair lead. Ooh, a little bit of contact there, but nothing too serious. Looks like everyone is out mostly scot-free. The two Pace boys running side by side. OJJDS and Ghost Killer Pace running together. A slight little gap, half a second opens up to GTRSA, but he's going to close that down again. The Ferrari looking extremely agile through the corners. It is in fact on home soil, so we'll see if Gilara can keep that up. He is losing a lot of ground on the straights though, but if he can keep it up through the corners, he should be good for a go. OJ in 3rd, Ghost Killer in 4th, GTRSA in 5th, the D-Man 371 in 6th. Closely follows, just goes a little bit wide. He's Kev or Steve RBS GT with a 0.5 second penalty in 8th. He does go close up to Steve, but no passes, and there's a 3-way, almost 3 wide, going into the final corner. Stiganator, John Ali, Serious Sam, and then followed by Hollywood, has had a major incident. Same with Ruan and Fluffy Butt, also going towards the back of the pack. We have a full lobby of drivers, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens during the race. I hope Levitius is fast enough to avoid the Ferrari strategy calls tonight. Yeah, maybe they're on plan A at the moment, but we'll see if plans change during the race. Ghost Killer, OJ and GTRSA running a very, very close contention for 3rd place. RBS still has his 0.5 second penalty, which will serve at the end of this lap. Steve followed by Henny, followed by June Ali, GTRSA Stiganator, Serious Sam, Hollywood in 13th, Rowan in 14th, and Fluffy Butt in 1st. You would love to be the fly on the wall in Fluffy's room to see what he'd be probably swearing. I don't know what happened there. Unfortunately, we don't have like a action replay, but Levitius and Gilara are moving. The Corvette, I think, is probably one of the fastest cars here around this track at the moment. But Levitius showing his prowess and practice, making it through, currently in 1st position. But look at that timestamp coming down on the top left of your screens. Gilara catching almost 3/10 just in the straight line speed. We'll see if Gilara can get into Leviticus' slipstream. He's gonna be gaining a huge chunk of time. Pumpkin Patch, good evening, ladies and gents. Good evening to you, sir. Nice to have you in the chat. Ghost Killer already pulling a 1.2 second lead from OJ, who is 1.4 seconds ahead of GTRSA, and Demon closely half a second behind them. Then we got another battle. Steve and RBS going side by side towards the final corner. A little bit of jitter there, but nothing too terrible. Going wide on the outside, that's Steve. And now into the slipstream goes RBS GT. Is it going to be pushing him along? Looks like it. He does go off onto the side though. And side by side, what's going to happen? Into turn 1, the Mercedes is ahead. I think it is faster than the Citroen. Steve falls into single file right behind RBS there. Henny Show to follow. Jun Ali is trying to push that turbo-powered Supra back onto the top standings, followed by Stiganator. Serious Sam not having a good time in the Honda NSX. Anyone on softs? No. Serious Sam also has rear bumper damage, so I don't know if he got punted or what was the case. We know Hollywood and Serious Sam have always coming together in these races, so maybe something happened, but I don't think it's out of complete works. Rowan looks like he made another mistake. They going down to 15, 4 seconds behind, and not having a good race. Hello Dino, how are you? How did your race go? Races went well for a lot of the pools. There was a close battle in pool 3 from 1st to 4th. Leviticus still going faster. Ghost Killer though setting the fastest lap so far on the race, and he's getting into his free air now. Half a second separates the Leviticus from Gilara, and it looks like there might be a possible move here going into the next straightaway. This is where it can happen. Close braking. Gilara gets very close to Leviticus there. Shifts up early, gets the traction on the outside. Leviticus looks like he has better traction than the Ferrari, but the speed is going to be his downfall. And onto the main straight we go, starting lap 4. Gilara says the fastest lap with the 47.8, right behind Leviticus, going side by side. He's going to be able to take the position very easily. Does get into first place. Brakes, no issues into turn 1. Now Leviticus has to try and find a way to make it back past the Covid. Nobody running the soft tires at the moment. It looks like the strategy will be a one-stopper for most of these guys, depending on how the tires last. Ghost Killer also making some big inroads there, pulling a 2.7 second lead, gap to 4th and 5th place. GTRSA and OJGTS just under 2/10 from each other. D-Man falling very slightly behind. There's a little bit of a tap onto OJ, but nothing too sinister. D-Man gains a little bit of time through there, and there's a little bit of a tussle at the back. 1 second penalty for Steam. Looks like track limits, possibly. I don't know if it was a nudge from Henny that could have caused that, but 8th, 9th, and 10th also close contention. Serious Sam also losing ground. He was not happy in practice with this Honda. It's not great on tires. It's not great on cornering. It's not great on top speed, or at least mid to high speed. Look at that. Supra is going to be catching him now onto the straightaway. Is he going to go for a move? Yes, side by side very easily. And look at the speed of that Supra, going him up into 11th position. Serious Sam also has damage. So Hollywood goes off onto the sand, joins, but doesn't collect anyone on the way out there. So Hollywood going for an aggressive move, but it comes down again. Wait until the VTEC kicks in. The NSX wasn't serious. It pretty much is now. maybe Serious Sam is not serious yet, but we will see. Ruan does make a lot of time back though. Maybe he's engaging his rhythm with the 49.2 on the mediums. But Gilara and Leviticus still battling it out here. And a move made. OJGDS, GTRSA, OJ onto the sand for a brief moment. Nothing to spin out though. GTRSA does pick up 4th position though, but that now leaves him open to attack from D-Man, and RBS GT closing up the gap, enjoying the fight he's seeing there in front of him. Crazy 8's Henny now in 8th place. Jun Ali in 9th. Steve in 10th, and Sam in 11th, fighting close contention with Stiganator in 12th. Hollywood 2.5 seconds back. The 2 guys running at the back of the pack. Alpha and the Supra. Very odd combination of teammates here, but it's really cool to see this Alfa Romeo make an appearance after what feels like an eternity in GTSA. Ruan now on the way. Let's see that 4-way podium fight. We'll go back as we're looking on to first and second position. Gilara still holds on. Ghost Killer 5 seconds ahead of GTRSA right now. OJ very close contention. RBS GT gets ahead of D-Man, who makes a little bit of a snake maneuver. Loses a lot of ground and already falls out of the slipstream. So he's going to be relying, like RBS was, he's going to be relying on these guys to fight so that it can bring him back into the fight for what is 4th place. Unfortunately, there's no promotions to Pool 0, but it feels like there should be based on how fast these guys are. Ghost Killer now moving on 47.8 by Ghost Killer pace there. So picking up the fastest lap without any assistance from Slipstream. He is closing the gap towards Levitius and Gilara. Long live the king of Monza, hell yes. And moments there, RBS, GTRSA, OJ all shuffling around positions here. Looks like the Porsche struggled through the last sector. Might be, the Porsche does have good traction, but maybe depending on where you are on the side of the road. There's a 3-way battle side by side. Goes GTRSA again with RBS. There's a lot of letters. GTRSA, RBS, GT, and OJJDS. That's an alphabet. The alphabets are racing each other. 6th place, and now Henny and D-Man getting both penalties. Jun Ali biding his time there, and he's going to be collecting those positions again. The 3 of them, the battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th, are closing up to the battle for 6th, 5th, and 4th. They are costing themselves time. Yeah, Pumpkin Patch laughing at my later pronunciation. But yeah, RBS looks like he is getting away. Fuel-wise, the Porsche and the Aston Martin have slightly more fuel than the AMG, which is a heavy boy on petrol. This thing likes to drink juice. It needs to fuel up with maybe some Slayer energy. While I'm saying that, let me fuel up with some water before my throat goes. Boy, Aston has a very strange runoff on the mediums. Picks up speed as the 7 lap comes, but it can be dangerous afterwards. Yeah, the Aston, it's a very quirky car. OJ falling out of the slipstream now, and that's terror because the Aston is one of the slower cars on the straightaway, and the slipstream of GTRSA is very much wanted there. Jun Ali overtaking D-Man and Henny as well. So now OJ thankfully catching up a lot on during the battle, and I heard tire squealing. Oh, okay, that wasn't a spin out. I think it was just brakes. And yeah, Jun Ali now up into 7th position. OJ, GTRSA, and RBS all 4 tenths away from each other. Ghost Killer losing a little bit of time to Levitius and Gilara. Levitius is very close to take that first position. He is biding his time though, saving up the tires. But it looks like the rears are wearing off more than the fronts on this Ferrari. So we'll see how it is. The strategy was fuel between them relatively the same. So there's no advantage to be gained fuel-wise. But the Corvette is extremely fast in a straight line. The Ferrari is agile on the corners, but slow in a straight line. So this tow that Levitius is getting is everything that he needs to stick with. Look, if you look at the timer, you can see even in the slipstream, the Corvette still pulls away from Levitius, even in a 310 slipstream. But with a better exit, Levitius is gonna catch up. But look at this. As we see now, the Corvette is pulling, the Corvette is pulling, the Corvette is pulling all the way 4 tenths up into 6th gear, all the way up until 260. He can't catch him on the straights. So at this pace, barring no mistakes, Leviticus won't be able to make an overtake unless he really sends it and gets close. So Leviticus is gonna have to try and stay as close as he can to Gilara, and Ghost Killer is just gonna hope that they keep fighting. This man is a demon when it comes to the GTR, so we'll see if he'll be able to make up any more time against him there. GTRSA, RBS GT, and OJ still battling it out. 6/10 away from RBS is OJ, but he'll be closing the gap the more that GTRSA and RBS fight. Oh, I'm getting so confused with these bloody letters. There's D-Man 371, OJJDS, GTRSA, RBS GT. What next? Cav R, RSA, SBR, CS. It's too many letters, man. Fluffy Butt having a stonker of a race though. He goes on to softs though. So he's going for the two-stopper strat. Onto the softs he goes, maybe hoping to just pick up fastest lap in all the scuffles, because he's not having a great race here. GTSA Sam also onto the softs. So even despite having an extra pit stop between the two, Fluffy Butt is still way behind, so he lost a lot of time. The Alphabet Championship, yes. And out of all of this, Ruan is the one to hopefully enjoy most of it, because now he is catching up to Stiganator in the McLaren. Hollywood now up to 10th, so he has gained a lot of positions after going all the way to the back. Steve settling into his 9th position. D-Man still trying to catch up to Jun Ali. Jun Ali trying to catch up the three-way battle for 4th. 8/10 between each of them. And it looks like the Aston does not have the legs to catch the Porsche. But the Porsche catches the AMG. So Porsche faster in a straight line than the AMG here. So that is interesting to know. All the Porsche fans. Leviticus still cannot get in touching distance of that Corvette. And it's going to be a struggle for the next maybe 2 or 3 laps. Right up close goes Leviticus towards Gilara. And this is honestly, I think it's keeping him. He said before in one of his streams that he'll need the slipstream to just stay in contention. So I feel like unless he's gonna try and engineer a move onto Gilara, he's pretty much content being in 2nd place right now. But just can see in the background that GTR is looking hungry. Godzilla is looking hungry, and he has caught up a little bit of time again. But also without slipstream, the GTR does fall slightly short as it shifts up to 6th gear. So that's where it loses out time. But Ghost Killer is making some time against the rest of the pack. Hey yo Lakadang, how's it Travs? Nice to see you in the chat. Godzilla, yes, Godzilla indeed. First one to put between Killer and Levy will get track position. But I reckon Killer will be able to pass. Highly likely. The undercut is really strong in this game at the moment. So possibly if Leviticus can maybe undercut Killer by a lap, he might be able to gather some time, because remember, Lev is also now in dirty air. As much as he's in the slipstream, he is in dirty air through the corners. So Lev could possibly be faster in the faster in the corners, but on the straights is where it loses out a lot. Leg tires, yep, rear tires on the Ferrari. Ghost Killer maintaining his tires very well. Actually the best of the tires between the 3 runners here, I think, or probably just matching on tires with Gilara here. So he's looking 2.6, he is closing the gap. Lev gets a 2.5 second penalty, and he is going to be slapping himself in the face for that one. As much as he stays on top of Gilara, he now has a hefty breaking point that is going to come up when he serves his penalty, which is going to give, without a doubt, is going to give Ghost Killer the position into 2nd. So we'll see, he'll have to come back on that. F's in the chat, that is a hectic one. Oh, that V6 sounds beautiful. And here will be the turning point in Lev's race. He already loses some time, 4.4 seconds to Gila, and there goes the stop. And look at all that time lost, 1.7 seconds. Here comes Ghost Killer right by and already out of slipstream just with that. Now he has to cater for that closer braking point. And I don't know if the Ferrari doesn't have the legs to keep up with the GTR. No, it does not. So Lev is going to have to use all of his space. Look at that. Lap times going from 48 to 52. So a 4-second loss with that 2.5 second penalty. Comes up at the worst time. 4.6 seconds now to the lead. Yeah, no, the gap is massive. Fifth, and where is RBS? Oh no, I wonder what happened. 2 minutes, he lost 12 seconds on his lap 9. So some major mistake happened there. I don't know if it was a situation. Fluffy Butt leaves the room. I think he's probably just had enough, or it was a disconnect. Godzilla chowing. Yep, Ghost Killer is looking to gain as much time as he can towards Gilara. But look at that, their tires are pretty much exactly the same. Gilara does use more fuel in that V8. Rear damage for RBS as well, yes. Liv is, I think, slightly closing the gap though. Liv is going to need the fuel advantage he built up, yep. Fluffy rage quit it, I'm sure. We never know. It's quite possible. Maybe he went off track again and just said, it's enough of that. Junari now moving up to 6. He's still 53 seconds away from OJJDS, who is 1.2 seconds away from GTRSA. So the fight for 4th is not over just yet. But the Porsche maintaining its tires much better than the Aston here. So the Porsche does have the straight line speed over the Aston. But if OJ can make it work, if he can get into that slipstream, you will be cooking, as they say. Junali, though, you will be gaining a lot of time on the straightaways. Look at that. 2 tenths, almost 2.5 tenths, just on the straightaway alone. Levertius goes in on lap 11, so he's going to be running a 12-lap medium stint after this. And depending on where he comes out, it could be a race ruiner for him as well. Goes into the pits, change of tires, fueling up for another 12 laps, sorry. Needs to fuel up for 12 laps. Goes all the way to 91. Steve and Hollywood also coming into the pits. And does Ruan does go by him. But Lev is now in pretty much clear air. High risk, will it be high reward? That's what Lev is gunning for here. So he's in a bit of clear air. Ruan probably will be pitting this time. Wonder if Fluffy didn't accidentally select softs. Happened to me in the past as well. Possibly. He does hit the fastest lap though. He does have the fastest lap of 47.7. So maybe that was his goal and then he just said, screw it. GTRSA now pulling a 1.9 second gap, and the gap to Jonali coming down a lot. It was 3.3 seconds last lap, now it is 2.6. So either OJ made quite a significant mistake, and it looks like he has. Because now he's going to be having to look in his mirrors. Uncle Mo, let's go! Hashtag we are Pace. Pace Boy is doing incredibly well here at the moment. But let's not forget, Levertius did go in for his split. He's going to get the undercut. And does Gilara go in? He can run another lap if he wants to, but will he do it? He is going for another lap. He's going for the 13th lap. We'll see how that goes in. Ghost Killer, though, going into the pits as well. So, in essence, he should be ahead of Levertius, but he might be behind Ruan, depending in if Ruan decides to pit. GTRSA into the pits. OJ into the pits. Jun Ali goes for another lap. D-Man into the pits. Ruan, let's see, does he go into the pits here? Ruan does go into the pits. Levertius goes wide on the exit of the final corner there. RBS, Stiganator in. Stiganator not in, going for the 13th lap as well. He juked me. Henny in. Now we'll see Hollywood and Sam once again. Close quarters between the two of them. Both on the... Hollywood on the mediums, Sam on the softs. I guess Sam is just trying to see whatever he can do. Hollywood is going to overtake him though. That Porsche is... the Supra is way faster. Side by side. Everyone putting... Yep. And through goes Hollywood up into 9th place. Ooh, I'm tripping out here. Rowan into 11th. Steve into 12th. So we'll see what happens towards the end of the race. Sam does have to make another pit stop though, and that's going to be a race ruiner for him. Kilara on the 13th lap, Junali on the 13th lap, Ghost Killer and Levitius really close contention. So Levitius undercut made it happen. He was about 1.3 seconds away. Now he's caught up that 1 second that he needed. And now he's going to be sticking very close to Ghost Killer though. But we'll see a fight. This is going to be for net second place. The lag from Hollywood makes close racing sketchy all the time. Let's just hope that they don't get into any scuffles with each other. Kilara is in. Looks like Jun Ali is like going. He might be able to do a 14th lap at this, right? Jun Ali doing excellently on the tires. He looks to be one of our best tire savers here. He goes for the 14th lap and he's going to be switching to softs, my guess. My guess is he's going to be running 9 laps on the soft tires. So that is very interesting to see. A shout out to Jun Ali here for being able to do that on the Supra of all things. The man he's just been leveling up his save game. That's funny, save game. And maybe downgraded the load game. But now look at this. 3 seconds away from Kilara is Ghost Killer and Levitius. Those contention. I had Superman lag like that in front of me. Yeah, Superman's internet has been very iffy of late, so he tend to jitter around. But also, it's, as always, communications with the host and such, and just hashtag GT7 things. The tire whisperer. Sam has left the room. Oh, that's terrible. Might have spun out, but Levitius goes slightly on the sand there. Still gets some time towards Ghost Killer there. And just ahead of them, 3.2 seconds, is Gilara. We'll see. This has now become a battle for second place if Kilara can keep it going, because he is on much fresher mediums than both Ghost Killer and, well, I say much fresher. 1 lap better than Lev, 2 laps better than Ghost Killer. 2 laps better than Lev Vitius, and 1 lap better than Ghost Killer. Whew, under through a rod. Maybe the VTIC ran out. As we're going back to the battle for net 4th position is GTRSA and OJJDS. 1.2 seconds, which seems to be the gap that it has been staying this entire race. So GTRSA doing very well, but OJ doing superbly in what is seemingly the underpowered Aston Martin here. D-Man 7 seconds down the road, and Hollywood catching up, making some major inroads here. Going for 7th place now against D-Man. Does he go for the move into the final corner? Yes, he does. Side by side to the final corner. They get very close. I don't think there was contact though, but maybe just a little touch or a nudge. But now Hollywood is going to go flying. Hollywood definitely has the speed. Jun Ali comes out in 5th. And he goes on to mediums. Okay, so much fresher mediums than OJ and GTRSA. And how is that going to happen? Good evening, Fluffy. Unlucky with the race, brother. Unfortunate situation there in the Alpha. Let me drink some water here. Jun Ali is going to try and make a lot of time back. It seems like even with the overcut, he still gained time. So this is our new tire whisperer here. As he's saying, I thought he was going to go on softs, but he changed his mind. He went mediums. Hollywood now up into 7th. Ruan down to 9th. Steve down in 10th. RBS in 11th. Stiganator in 12th. So there is a fight for the remainder of Pool 1 here. Kilara 2.7 seconds. I think that is slightly less time. I think Ghost Killer caught up a little chunk of time. But that this Corvette is just way too powerful on the straights. So any time that you get is just taken away on the straights. The Ghost Killer and Lev doing well. The Vitius can't find a reply though to Ghost Killer, getting a very good exit out onto the main straight. But now Ghost Killer is hitting a 48.0. Very fast times here by these guys. But look at the time just going away from Levitius' grasp. Nothing he can do on the straights as much as he's faster in the corners. All Ghostkiller needs to do is just keep it on track. And Lev is just trying to claw back any time that he can. Does get a superb exit out of the first chicane. But all of that falls to pieces again, just in the midway of the straight. Shows how much of a difference there is in the power gap here. GTSA in pulls 1/10 in what is, I think, like 14 laps. As you saw with Levy, one tiny cut can lose you 4 seconds. Yep, the track limits are very treacherous around here. Jun Ali though losing a little bit of time to OJ. I think he was just about 1.9 seconds. Now up to 2.4. Sorry Fluffy, at least you have a fastest lap in an alien lobby. That's one takeaway. And I think that was exactly Fluffy's strat. Hollywood up in 7th, doing extremely well with a comeback here. But you can pretty much expect that the Supra is probably the fastest car on could be the fastest car on the track. You put it in the top runner's hands and you will see some flying laps. But then again, Ruan also, excuse me, Ruan now fighting for 8th place, very close onto D-Man's rear bumper there. I learned to cut around the lines perfectly in school. Nah, I'm terrible at that. I cannot. My hands are too shaky. It's all the caffeine. Ruan getting a solid exit. Going towards the straightaway. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to make a move for 8th just yet. But that straightaway is coming. The slipstream is coming. If he has a good braking and entering into the straightaway, he might be able to go for position here. Let's go to the front of the pack. Stigenator and Haney now close in contention. Ghostkiller still keeping that 1 second lead from Levitius. GTRSA getting closed in very slightly by OJ, but very, very, very slightly. Runner should have gone to maybe Mayfair Gearbox would have still been in the race. Yeah, probably. The NSX, apparently both NSXs were just not great around this track. True story. Yes, Dean. Mention it, man. Again, while we're looking at these guys here, OJ setting a purple first sector, so good shout there from him, like going forward on the medium tires, setting the fastest first sector. So I think that's slipstream. Oh, speaking of, looks like GTRSA made a bit of a mistake. And OJ is now within touching distance of 4th position. That Honda left like how my ex left me. Well, let's say you and your exes have some Vin Diesel shit to talk about. Triple X. Jun Ali losing some time again, so OJ looks like he's settled into a proper rhythm. And he is now on the tail of GTRSA. GTRSA is going to be looking in his mirrors and heavy breathing ensues. Lev now 1.2 seconds away from Ghostkiller. He just cannot grab that time back. There's not enough corners to make it happen. 47.7 by Levitius, 47.6 by Ghostkiller. So even despite everybody setting the fastest lap, these guys are just improving. 1.7 seconds to Gilara now. So what the heck just happened? Ghostkiller getting a very hard exit out there, but 2 seconds separate. 3 seconds separate first, second and third position. 3.2 seconds. But that gap just keeps climbing on the straights. It's ridiculous. OJ now just also still staying within that touching distance. But the Porsche is a much more agile car around the corners, so that seems to be where he's gaining time. But OJ is loving the slipstream. That's his only way he can attack right now. Jun Ali in a little bit of a gap, watching his opponents get away. And as we're speaking, Hollywood setting a fastest first sector with the Supra. I suppose that's one thing where it will be strong, is the first and third sectors. Ruan now in 8th. He has overtaken D-Man for 8th position. Steve and RBS getting in very close here. 1.6 seconds separate the two of them. And Stigenator looks like he made a mistake. 56 seconds. Yes, quite a mistake from Stigenator there. So falling all the way to the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Gilara, he's checking his mirrors. Levitius now back into pretty much slipstream distance. Ghost Killer is going to be in more of a defensive race than an attacking one here, but gets a very good exit on towards the straight. But despite getting a better exit than Gilara, the Corvette is still pulling. That is incredible. 1 second again towards the Vitius. But despite being the one of the slower cars on track, still doing a magnificent job staying on the podium. GTRSA now 1 second ahead of OJ. And it's like these guys are just kicking up their gears as they drive on. Hollywood in 7th, Rowan in 8th, D-Man in 9th. Porsche's faster than the McLaren in a straight line as well. Gets a significant 1.5 tenths there. The Sim dashboard app will help nicely with monitoring tire temps, for sure. This is my second race. Let me check the chat here. Why is your bloody mini so slow? We still need our mini specialty race. This is my second race since the new physics. Almost feels like the tires go through a graining phase. Starts off with grip, loses the grip, then comes back to you. It might just be me. It does feel like that way. It's sort of like it hits a threshold at like 25%. Looks like still get a 1 and a 1.5 second penalty, possibly. But as we're speaking about this, RBS is now on touching distance with Steve. Whoa, both of them jump the curbs. Gunning for position here. RBS going for that 10th place. And he's just trying to claw back whatever time he can. Probably hoping for one of these guys to spin out. But yeah, hopefully they keep it clean as RBS goes on to the attack here. 1.6 seconds separates now first and second. Pumpkin Patch had the same thoughts earlier. Lap 6, 7, 8 started getting understeer. After that was fine again. Yeah, it seems like it has like a sort of phase of reset where it hits, I think, like a 20% threshold. Then it like loses grip and then it sort of adjusts to that new grip. And then it goes off again at 40%, at 60%, 80 and 100. That's just my idea of it. Ghost Killer is speeding up the process though. 4 more laps remain as we start lap 20. Levitius cannot hold his time towards Ghost Killer. Ghost Killer slowly edging little by little. Gilara is starting to probably feel a little bit of tension there, as much as it's 1.7 seconds. Look at that, 2 tenths up just in this first sector. Ghost Killer doing well to get some time through the corners. Same with Lev getting a lot of time in these chicanes. But look at the way of the Ferrari and the I almost said McLaren, the GTR. Significant difference in tire wear there. And Gilara is able to maintain. He's probably like slowing down his pace just so that he can keep the best of his tires for the last few laps here. GTRSA with a 0.5 second penalty, and ooh, that's gonna change the game. OJ is licking his lips. He's looking at that 4th place position. Because as much as it's not a big penalty, it's still enough to lose you maybe about a second and a half. So OJ is definitely going to be within touching distance now. Into the slipstream he goes. No! Yeah, it's a close contention, close battle between these two. GTRSA does get a much better exit though. Goes a little wide, but doesn't matter. Here comes the penalty. Slightly slow down. OJ goes on the outside. Takes the position, takes 4th place position. But now GTRSA is going to be in the slipstream. Monica! Now we're going to see probably a repeat of Monica here. Because now OJ is going to be punching a hole for GTRSA. And he's saying like, yeah, might as well take your position back, why don't you? Is OJ gonna go defensive though? He's approaching, rapidly approaching. Will it be enough? OJ does go defensive. Late braking by GTRSA. Close contention. Oh, just a little bit of too much acceleration, and GTRSA loses a little chunk of time. Although June Ali is not far behind now, 2.3 seconds. Hollywood 2.9 seconds from June Ali. Podium battle 1.5. But looks like Gilara does get a magnificent exit out of the two. What's it? Lesmo corners, Lesmo 1 and 2. Now Ghost Killer is within touching distance. He wants to try the best he can to get 2 laps left. If anyone breaks under pressure, that this podium can shuffle just a little bit. Lev going slightly wide on the edge of that corner, but it's not anything treacherous. Let's watch. Yeah, we'll watch it, but we're gonna keep our eye on 4th and 5th place as well, as OJ keeps his position at the moment. This is the battle we want to see. Please stay on the leaders to see if someone takes someone out. There's way too much distance for that to happen. These guys aren't so dramatic as to send it from nearly 2 seconds away. So we'll keep on touching. We'll keep on touching on these guys here. Ghost Killer is closing the gap. At the start of the lap, he closes the gap, but then as it goes onto the straightaways, Gilara just gains all that time back. 1, 2, 3, first, second, and third, just within 3.5 seconds of each other. 3 unusual. No, I won't say unusual, but the Corvette seems to be an extremely strong car to run since the update. Seen a lot of these dominating the online races as well. 1.8 seconds separates Ghost Killer from Gilara. 1.3 to Levitius. OJ and GTRSA. OJ getting a lot of bumpy there, snaking out, but gets a very solid exit, bringing the gap up to 1 second. And we'll go through the race quickly. 1.5 seconds, so Jun Ali is now entering the fight here. On towards the last lap. Oscar Ruan also making significant gains. D-Man in 9th, RBS in 10th, Steve in 11th, Henny in 12th, Signator in 13th. And that gap ever increasing. And now Levitius has to do one last lap on very, very ruined tires. So he's just going to be losing time on the exit of corners, especially now. You can see how that gap is just increasing. But he just needs to maintain his podium position. 19 seconds ahead of OJ and the rest of the crew. 1.7 seconds. Ghost Killer giving everything he's got. Next race will be 2 #MGR. Don't tell GTRSA, but I reckon driver of the day is Jonali tonight. Levi still hanging there in the end. Remember, he lost 4 seconds with that one penalty. Yep. So, but if that's the case, he would have been probably fighting to keep Slipstream away from Ghost Killer then, based of that. Maybe it's all under wraps. We never know what could happen. That is just the facts of the butterfly effect. So many what ifs. The gap going now down to 2 seconds. These rear tires are shot from Levitius, but he still maintains a solid pace nonetheless. He's top 3 battling it out. OJ still staying ahead of Ghost Killer. GTRSA, sorry. OJ ahead in 4th. GTRSA in 5th. 1.5 seconds from 6 is Junali. And onto the main straightaway. There's nothing that the GTR can do here unless Gilara does a significant failure. You'll see he caught up about a 10th and a half in the first half of the straight. Still catching. But to no avail, all that hard work. But Gilara does make it through. Final corner. No one's going to be running out of fuel tonight, by the looks of it. At least from the top 3. Gilara takes the win. Ghost Killer in 2nd. And Levitius going down to 3 seconds at the end, taking 3rd place position. Well done to these top 3. Really showing some magnificent pace. GTRSA looks for a move as we go into the final corner, but cannot make it happen. He tried to stick a nose up there, maybe throw OJ off his game. But with the Aston Martin comes to finish 4th, and GTRSA 2/10 behind in 5th. Jun Ali 1.9 seconds in 6th. Hollywood taking home 7th. Ruan in 8th, closing up the gap there. D-Man 371 in 9th. RBS taking away 10th position. King of Monza, indeed. bringing a very unorthodox car back up to 4th position. That's Monza there. JJDS. We got Henny finishing in 12th, and Stiganator, unfortunate issues with a lot of mistakes there, but coming home to finish in 13th. Well done to our racers. Serious Sam finishing 14th, and Fluffy Butt in 15th, as it were. Well done to our drivers. Let me save the replay there, and we'll check once again. Extremely close race between our top 3. Ghost Killer definitely bringing up the pack from much further back position. So well done to our top 3, and you can see just based off the lap times, 147.863 by Gilaro Brain, who takes the win. Ghost Killer plays space in second place. 1.3 seconds behind Gilaro with a 147.629, taking the fastest lap of the day, evening, night, weekend. Levitius in the 458 Italia also taking a slow car and putting it on the podium there. 147.744 is his fastest lap. OJJDS taking another slow car, putting it just between in the contention there, fighting an awesome battle with GTRSA. 148.242 and GTRSA with a 148.145. John Ali with a Supra also making up places there with these tire whispering. 148.341. Hollywood with a 147.937, so still flying. Ruan with a 148.232. D-Man in 9th, 148.935. RBS in 10th, 148.502. Steve in the Citroen with a 149.280. Henny in the RS, the 911, 148.958. Stiganator in the 6th McLaren 650S with a 148.895. Sam with a 148.541. And Fluffy Butt with a 147.722. Thank you very much, guys, and great racing and coverage. Thank you very much. Good commentary, Om. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for the great coverage and commentary. Awesome, always epic stuff all around. That's just how it happens here in GTSA. Very much. Thanks to you guys as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks to our sponsors, Rhino Utilities, Mayfair Gearbox, Right Recruitment, TGN, Track Art, and Steven, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Your meds are kicking in. Thanks for the stream, Uncle. Appreciate it. Well done to all the races, and as always, epic commentary there, Revs. Shout out to the sponsors. Yes, I did it before you typed it. I'm in it to win it. Thank you very much. And lobby closes. With that, rain and storms coming next week in Nations. Oh gosh. Let it happen. That will be some fun racing. Anyway, guys, I'm off for the evening. You guys have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I will see you in the next stream. Have a good evening. Have a great weekend. Good night.